knowledge is power, guys. So let's get straight into this. Market phases, what are they? Phases are there, and how do they work, and how is it going to help you guys? So first I'm going to answer that last question there. How is it going to help you guys? That's a good question, right? That's the question I would want to know. So it's going to help you guys because it's going to give you an edge in price if you know what phase is likely to come next because you figured out which phases just happened. That is going to lead you to know what is going to come next in the price action, which is every trader's wet dream. It is the ultimate edge in price, is knowing where it's going to go. The way I look at phases in price action is like a circle. So if we think about market phases as like a always continuing loop. For example, I know that this is a consolidation phase after expansion. So I know with high odds what's going to come next. It's going to be a retracement phase. So I'm going to go ahead and go long here, understanding that price is likely to retrace upwards. Is it guaranteed to happen? No, but is it most likely? Yeah. So here it comes. Expansion, consolidation. There's only one thing that can come after that. So as you guys watch here, I catch this trade. This is a live market, right? It's not replay or anything like that. It's a live market. I'm actually trading right now. And so there you guys go. So would it be helpful to you to know what is likely to happen next as a trader? Duh. Like that's every trader's dream right there. So I'm gonna take one off right here. I'll take another one off as it comes into my area where I think it should come into. So it should come into right into this level right here, or about there. It might come up a little short. It might go a little farther, but it should be in this general vicinity here. So now if I got you guys' attention, that should have got your attention right there. If you weren't really about it before, that should have got your attention. So I get asked all the time, like, it's crazy. How do you predict price like that? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you guys that. It doesn't have to be that complicated. And this isn't really that complicated. It's just understanding how the phases of price action work because it's always in one of these phases, as I said. All right, so target just about hit there. So let's start with the first phase here, which we're going to call this expansion phase. Very simple, right? All right, target is hit there. So the first phase is going to be expansion. Expansion. So let's make that a little bit different here. All right, so I'm looking for price to come right into this level now, right to the tick there, exactly right there. And then I'll flip the script here and go short. All right, so there it is. All right, so I can go ahead and take this off and I can flip the script here once I see this expansion phase in. So right here, we have expansion up. So I don't want to enter short right away because I want the next phase to take place. So we have expansion. This is perfect because it's playing out as we speak. So expansion, it can be either up or down, but it is an aggressive move in one direction. This is one expansion down. This is expansion up. And then the next phase is going to be what I call stopping action, aka a consolidation. So we can go ahead and turn this arrow like this because it's going to be going nowhere. So it's still an expansion phase. You see that? So that's why I didn't short there because it had not gone into consolidation yet. All right, so I want to interrupt the video real quick just to break something down. So this is like the very basic way of looking at market structure. You have an uptrend, you have higher highs, higher lows, right? And then it goes into a range. So this would be what I consider stopping action or consolidation. This is where you want to be exiting a long and entering a short. You often see the rollover where it rolls over slowly. Not always, especially if you're on a lower time frame, you're not going to see where it is rolling kind of like a half circle would be a good way to explain it. You just start seeing it. That's a horrible half circle, but you guys get what I'm saying. So a lot of times you're not going to see that on a low time frame because it is fractal. By that you have your expansion phase, right? Stopping action. And then if you were to drop down on that 30-second chart and look at a doji, what happens in a doji, guys? Let me show you. So a doji on this right here actually looks like that, which looks very familiar, right? It's the same exact thing we just looked at, but on a much smaller time frame. a doji, that's what's actually going on inside of that doji. So in the video that you're watching right now, you see me talking about how the doji is the consolidation. So when we're looking at a doji and it starts out like this, right? It will start out here, opens up, let's say it opens up, it goes up, and then it starts going back down, right? Like that. And then it ends up closing in the middle. That is just like this here price. Then it went up, it then went down, and then it went back up. So that is also a stopping action because where did it go? It hadn't moved from to there, right? Nothing has happened in this 30-second period. It really has just stopped moving because you got up, down, up, and closes in the middle. Stopped. It hasn't moved. So this is a consolidation. This is where we want to be looking to put on our position and where we want to be exiting our positions. You'll have a much better chance if you're doing that because it sets up that low risk and high reward setup. If you're entering when it's still moving, you don't know what's going to happen. That's why I hate limit orders. I can't stand the damn things because they are just trash. And people that teach them don't even actually trade for real. They're just demo traders. So price is moving up. You don't know where it's going to end. You don't know where it's going to stop. None of us are mind readers, right? We have no idea if it's going to keep going higher or if it's going to reverse until we start seeing that stopping action that I'm talking about. Once we start seeing price come back down, move back up, come back down, move back up, then we know that this phase of price is over. All right, just wanted to discuss that real quick because it's very important for you guys to understand. So now, after expansion, we're going to be looking for a stopping action. So on a low time frame like it is on right now, this is going to be in the form of a doji. Usually, if we're on a 30-second, you're going to get anywhere from here where you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 30-second candles, or here, for example, where you had one doji. So it gave us one doji here. So now I want to see if price is going to push up here and tap into the low of that doji there. If it does and it shows bearishness, I will go ahead and enter short here, taking it back down into my original downside target. So there's the tap into the doji. Now push away will let me enter with a really low risk, high reward entry. There's a push away. So now I've entered into the market here, very low risk, very high reward with a very high win rate. So now what does stopping action mean? Well, if you look at here, like we had expansion phase here, what does price have to first do before it can reverse? This is something I ask my students all the time. It has to stop moving in that direction first, right? Right, guys? So if it wants to reverse, first it has to stop going down. And this is what I call stopping action. It's also known as a consolidation. I often refer to it as balance. It is where price went down here, came in, and then it just didn't go anywhere. So from here to here, it didn't go anywhere. This area here, it didn't go anywhere. So this is stopping action. Whenever you see a stopping action after a retracement, you can bet that price is going to do the next phase. So what is the next phase? Naturally, it's going to be reversal slash retracement. It's really the same thing. It's just a different time frame because the market is fractal. You're going to get a reversal. It'll probably be on a higher time frame, and then that same a retracement on a higher time frame is a reversal on a lower time frame, right? And a reversal on a lower time frame is just a retracement on a higher time frame. So that's why I say slash reversal slash. All right, so price is moving down here, but you notice something. What's it doing now? It's stopping. It hasn't moved anywhere in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles now. So now you're going to see the next phase play out here perfectly. The next phase is going to be a continuation and or back into expansion. We're going to give it 1 second here though, and I do think it needs to go down, so I'm going to be a little bit more patient. Usually I would just go ahead and take my profits out of this and look for price to kind of curl back up. But I do think it needs to at least come down into there, right where it went. So I'm going to take one off there, always scaling out along the way. So now I've locked in the gain on the trade. I can't take a loss anymore because I scaled out. It's risk-free at this point. House money. All right, so if we have expansion, stopping action, expansion, stopping action, now we're in the reversal retracement stage. And then this will end with another short period of stopping action. And then it is this continuation loop that just keeps on and going. It never ends, guys. This is just what price is doing at all times. It is in one of these phases. If you believe this and you just look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of people talk about expansion, consolidation, retracement, but they miss this other stopping action point, because if it was once was a reversal and retracing and then it went into expansion, it still has to stop moving. It always has to stop moving to reverse. You do sometimes see a V-shaped recovery depending on the time frame you're at, but that's the fractal nature of the market for you, because it's a V-shaped recovery. This is a V-shaped recovery on a 5-minute, or even probably less than that, but a 5-minute, it looks like a V-shaped recovery, right? But a 30-second, you clearly have the stopping action. So that's another, they just don't understand the fractal nature of the market and how it's constantly, the time frames interplay with each other. And once you learn that, it unlocks a lot too. All right, so now we've had a pretty decent retracement here. And whenever I see retracements, I'm gonna look for, first and foremost, the 50% and then 585. If it can hold the 585 area, I would then probably be looking for stopping action to let me know it's going to go back up. So here's a Bitcoin trade I'm in currently right now. 150% gain in the trade, using the same logic here. Same exact logic. I went short right as it went into stopping action here, caught this vicious move down. All right, so price, there's expansion, consolidation, retracement, even in these little pullbacks here. So I know that this area here is just a retracement into, and now I'm going to go ahead and add on to this trade here. I don't recommend that you do this until you're really familiar with the market phases and can clearly see them without even really thinking about it. Once you do that, then you can start doing more advanced trading tactics like adding on to trades and whatnot. But in the very beginning, guys, you just want to enter into your trades, never move your stop, and then scale out at whatever one times your risk is. That means if I risk 5 points, I want to be taking one of the contracts off. So if you entered with 2 contracts, you would take 1 off. If you entered with 4, you would take 2. If you entered with 5 micros, you would take 2 off. Just take some off, lock in the trade. So now I know that price should not come back above this area here. All right, but those are the market cycles. We've seen almost a full cycle here take place. I'm hoping that it pushes down here, comes down into here, and then it shows some stopping action. And then I can show you guys the last cycle here. All right, so this is one way to look at it. I want to show you how it looks on like a line chart drawn out, so you guys can screenshot this. I would definitely screenshot this if I was you. Let me zoom in here a little bit so you guys can screenshot this, save it, and then go into the charts and find 10 examples of expansion, 10 examples of stopping action, 10 examples of retracement, and then find 10 examples of them back to back to back. So for example, you go expansion, consolidation, retracement, stopping action, because it stopped moving for a full 2 candles there. These 2 candles, it stopped, right? It did not go up anymore. It did not go down any farther there. So it's, for 2 minutes, it went nowhere, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. So for 2 minutes, it went nowhere there. And then we're in expansion phase here, stopping action, retracement. And then now we're technically in stopping action here. It's about to go into another expansion phase up. It has one last area that could offer a little bit of resistance here, so I'm just waiting to see if that takes place or not, which is just tapped into it here. And if it comes above here, then it definitely is going back into expansion phase up. Go ahead and save my stop there. It's way too close to my stop for me to leave the trade on. All right, so it pushed up there, so here we go. Clearly tapped into that level all the way to the top of it, and then now it looks like it might retrace here, but Let's drop down and analyze the lower time frame and see what's going on here. So this is where you can use like the lower time frame phases and see what phase it is in. So we had a move up, doji, stopping action, retracement, and now stopping again. So right here, it hasn't really moved anywhere. Now we're pushing back up. So it's probably most likely going back into some sort of retracement here. Like I said, 50% retracements are very common. It's where you want to look for a retracement out of that area. So now we had a doji stopping action, right? I'm gonna go ahead and go short here. It just shown me enough information where I can get a very low risk entry with a very high reward down to here without risking very much at all based off of the market phases. So yeah, I would go ahead and screenshot this if I was you guys. Save it. It will do you guys a lot of good. Now let's check back on my Bitcoin trade here. It's in expansion phase down, right? Beautiful. And then this is also about to go into expansion phase downward. Why? Because we had a retracement, stopping action, reversal, stopping action again. So what's the next phase? Expansion. Which direction is it going? It's been going down. It's making lower highs. So I want to look to get out of this Bitcoin position here in a second here. So there it is, guys. I'm showing you how easy this is to do. Obviously, I've spent a lot of time studying price and I can see it without even having to really analyze it. All right, hopefully you guys screenshotted this because I'm going to delete it now. All right, so now we're back to a blank screen. Let me draw this out so you can see what it looks like here. So in an up phase, it's going to look like this. All moves start from a stopping action phase first. That's where they begin. And then you'll see price move up. Yeah, I'm going to exit my Bitcoin position here. Why? Because you had a retracement expansion. Now you have stopping action, a doji, and a single candle. Likely to retrace up. See this, guys? So you wonder how I'm able to predict price. You guys talk about it in the group all the time. How do I do it? Well, I just gave you guys the golden goose. So it's up to you guys what you do with it. All right, so stopping action, expansion phase. And inside of that expansion phase, you're also going to have smaller phases on a lower time frame. In here, on these time frames, you would have expansion, stopping action, retracement, stopping action, expansion, stopping action, retracement, stopping action, expansion, right? So now that it had the move up, you see it stop going up. It goes into a consolidation phase, stopping. It's not moving up anymore. So therefore, what's it likely to do? It's likely to return to this first pullback here, which is usually going to be around 50% retracement. Look something like that. We'll put this off to the side here. And then what phase should you expect after this? Stopping action, because if it's done going down, it then needs to consolidate and stop moving down to return back to the upside. So then we would see another expansion leg up. So that's what it would look like, um, you know, in a trending kind of market environment. I would screenshot this as well. Let me just move this down so it's not in the way of that my order here. All right, there we go. All right, hopefully you guys screenshotted that there. And then what about price right now? What's this up to? Well, we had a return to the consolidation that this came from, and it returned to it and then had a really bullish reaction out of it. It had a small, very small amount of stopping action here and it moved right back up. And that's why you scale out, because you don't know 100% what price is going to do. Me, this seems like it's going into an extreme expansion phase right now. Probably just up to this area where it came from. So it came from here. It's probably likely heading up into here, and then it will retrace. It will go into stopping action first, and then we'll see another retracement. All right, there's your stopping action taking place here on a much lower time frame. Expansion, stopping action in the form of dojis. And here comes the retracement. We want to wait for the stopping action to take place fully, though. I know on a 30-second chart, it's going to be at least 3 candles, 2 to 3 candles. So never enter into a retracement or a reversal on the first candle. You're just setting yourself up for pain. Wait to the third candle. Wait to see how the third candle closes. 1, 2, 3, you enter there very low risk. You only have to risk up to there. But if you enter on the first candle, you don't know if it's going to keep going up. If I entered here, I'd be in pain right now. I'd be taking heat. But definitely stop in action, right? It hasn't moved. It hasn't gone anywhere. Now is when I want to enter on this push down here. But did it break that candle's low? No, so I don't want to enter. The third candle should close on its low. It closed upward. I see it tap into here to here, and then see stopping action take place. I assume that lines up with this trend line. Yeah, it does. So now 1, 2. I don't want to enter yet, right? I want to wait for the third candle at least to open. There it is. All right, now I want to enter short. Now I have a low risk, high reward entry, which that's what trading's all about. Low risk, high reward. If you constantly are seeking that, your chances of success are going to be 10 times your counterparts. Keep your risks small, accept small losses, and apply expansion phases to it, and you guys will find success. I promise you that. If you want to learn more about how I trade, you like what you saw here, you like my ability to call the market, because this is a live market. Remember, it's not replay, it's not back testing, this is live. If you liked what you saw and you would like to learn more from me, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to check out the link in the description. It will say link to Discord or something along that lines. Click on it, check out the page. If you guys like what you see, you can join for free my Discord and come to the live streams on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, I allow everybody to join and ask questions and get value from me for free. And then if you want more like implementation, because I think knowledge should be free, but then implementation and help along the lines. If you want help doing that, it is going to cost you money. It's not for free. I just raised the price. I'm raising the price one more time, and tomorrow actually. So not tomorrow. The 12th will be when the price will be raised. So if you guys want to get in before the price goes up again, you're going to want to join then. If you want to be a funded trader, I also have resources on that. All right, so I'm going to try this again here. Now we have a larger stopping action taking place, more like this one. So it's probably going to be a better retracement here, a deeper retracement. Bigger the stopping action, the bigger the retracement. Anyways, if you guys want to get funded and be a funded trader, I have traded with so many different companies. I have went through the whole gamut. I have failed many evaluations, many funded accounts with some good companies, some bad companies. But I created a website just for you guys to help you guys out. And that is going to be verifiedfundingcompanies.com. You can also find the link to that in the description. So this website I created to help traders just have an area where they can go for the best companies, the most trusted companies, companies that someone else that has been in the game guarantees. So what I think is really messed up is that these guys go out here and recommend bad companies to you, and they have no consequence. There's nothing on the line for them. They don't even get a slap on the wrist. They may get shunned for a day or two by their following, but people seem to just forgive them. It's really strange. I'm sorry, but if someone recommended a company to me and they ended up failing, I would never trust a damn word they ever said to me. So that happened to me when I first came up. I was recommended, check out this company, do this, do that, and it was just a world of pain for me. So I said, you know what? Once I got my footing, got payouts, found the companies that were good, so I'm gonna start a website. I'm gonna offer the best discounts in the game. I'm gonna work with these companies, get the best discounts, and then I'm gonna guarantee these companies that I find. Why? Because I've met with the owners. I have gotten payouts myself. I have done the checks and balances of the company. I make sure that they're legit. I'm constantly checking up on them. I'm reading the news because guess what? I'm guaranteeing it. So if they do you dirty, I end up having to pay for it, which when Apex Trader Funding decided to glitch out and change the rules mid payout cycle, I stepped in and paid several people out. Every single person that requested it got paid. Why? Because I guaranteed that they would pay you out as long as you followed the rules. The rules were set in contract and then they changed them. That's not your guys' fault. You guys did what you're supposed to. All right, so here's that trade working out here. I had to give it a little bit more room. It kind of like consolidated, retraced, and then kind of stopped again. Expansion, stopped again, retracement. Now we're back in a retracement phase here. So I think this move, right, it's about to happen right here is going to be pretty savage. So enjoy the show here, guys. Should be pretty good. So I just want to make sure that it's not doing a 50% retracement. So I want to make sure and check here that it doesn't bounce here at all. We'll see that it goes through this level like butter. All right, beautiful push through it there. It's exactly what you want to see. Now I'm about at 1R here. Just what I'm down here. Once it comes back down here, I'll take one contract off. All right, I'm gonna take one contract off there. Now I cannot take a loss on the trade. No matter what happens, I cannot lose on the trade. That's a good feeling. So Bitcoin just had a savage move down. Now it's retracing back up. It's coming into my resistance area here. See if it rejects or not. Check back on NASDAQ real quick while that's loading. All right, beautiful. Right, look at this, guys. Like, look at the power of this. This is life-changing money that you can be making in the markets. And then funding companies, you're doing it at a really low risk to you, right? Life-changing money here can be made. All you got to do is just master some simple concepts and then master yourself, which that's the hard part. The easy part is pushing the buttons. The hard part is the self-control and the understanding of oneself. Beautiful retracement. It's going to go right to where I said it would. Watch this. But here it comes. We'll go ahead and put a line on this where I think it's going to go to here. You know, I have my name on Twitter as To The Tick Trading because the concepts I trade deliver price to the tick and reverse to the tick where I say they will. Boom. All right, I'm out of the trade. There it is, guys. It went exactly to where I said it would over an hour ago. I've been recording this video for more than an hour. Let's get it, guys. You cannot deny these concepts. You cannot deny the market phases. I can teach you how to be profitable. What is up? Let's go, guys. Let's do this. All right, and since you guys watched until the very end, I'm going to hook you up with a giveaway here, which will be one free Bullnox evaluation, which is a funding company. Surprisingly enough, quite a few people that have won my giveaways have gone on to get funded with the companies, which I think is quite unlogical considering it's only one evaluation, but for some reason, maybe it's a gift. I don't know what it is, but they usually get funded. So all you're gonna have to do is like this video and then answer my question in the comment below. What do you like to trade the most? Whether it be futures trading, options trading, forex trading, etc. And then sign up for my newsletter. But when you answer the question, make sure you put I like to trade blank the most, and then if you have another comment or something to say below that so I can sort out who actually participated in the giveaway. If you do not answer the question, you do not enter in the giveaway. All right, and then sign up for my newsletter. How can you do that? There's two ways. You can, one, go to this description and then click the link and come to my website here. Or you can just Google my website, Verified Funding Companies, whichever floats your boat. So once you're on the homepage here, don't subscribe here. Go to here, Verified Trader Funding Discounts, my discount page here. And then it's right here at the top, VTF, the Trader Funding Newsletter. So I give tips and tricks on how to be a trader, how to trade profitably, what to look out for, kind of the stuff that, I think every trader needs to know that you may not know. So you just enter your email. If you already have done this before, go ahead and do it again. You won't get multiple emails. You'll just get the one. It will just delete your old one and add your new one. So go ahead and push subscribe. When you get the welcome email, please move it into the favorite box or the box of important, because what happens is it ends up going in the promotion tab for some reason. Oh, even though I really don't do promotions, I do send you discounts that are really good on prop firms, but I definitely do not ever send you spam or anything like that. So as you guys can see here, just to wrap this up here, expansion, stopping action, retracement, right guys? This is so powerful. Just this concept alone, and then add this with my concept. Oof, you got a savage, beautiful strategy that will take your trading to a whole new level. Let me tell you what. All right, so it went into my area to the tick there, rejected. I don't want to enter on the first candle, right? I told you guys this. the third candle, I'll enter short and it will go down. Alrighty, guys, I appreciate you guys. One last thing. If you want to join my Discord and learn more from me, the link is in the description. Check it out. I'll see you guys in the charts. Hopefully trading with me on stream, where I am streaming every single day for at least an hour and a half. Live trading, risk on. That is the most valuable thing in this trading game from anybody. So if you want to be a part of this, we are winning in my Discord. I recommend you join. Peace, guys.